It's 2 a.m. You're not scrolling. You're not watching anything. You're just lying there, replaying a conversation from 3 years ago. Here's what nobody tells you about overthinking. It doesn't just steal your peace during the day, it follows you into bed. The moment your head hits the pillow, your brain decides to run a full audit of your entire life. Every mistake, every awkward moment, every what if. Sound familiar? Because if you're watching this, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's what most people get completely wrong. They think overthinkers can't sleep because they're stressed. No, that's not it. Overthinkers can't sleep because their brain never received the memo that the day is over. Think about it. All day long, you're in go mode. Emails, decisions, people, tasks. Your brain is constantly processing, analyzing, solving. And then at 11 p.m., you expect it to just shut off. That's like running your car engine at full speed for 16 hours and wondering why it won't cool down the second you park it. But here's the problem. It goes even deeper than that. Overthinkers don't just replay events, they simulate entire futures. What if I said the wrong thing in that meeting? What if they don't like me? What if I'm making the wrong decision with my career? What if? What if? What if? And here's the cruel part. Your brain treats imagination like reality. When you picture a worst-case scenario, your heart rate spikes, your muscles tense, your cortisol levels rise. Your body goes into fight or flight mode over something that hasn't even happened. No wonder you can't sleep. You're not lying in bed, you're fighting invisible battles at midnight. Most people brush this off. They say, I've always been like this. I'm just a night owl. But let me show you what this is actually costing you. When you don't sleep, your prefrontal cortex goes offline. That's the part of your brain responsible for logic, decision-making, and emotional regulation. So the next day, you're more anxious, more reactive, more likely to overthink. And that night, you overthink even harder. It's a cycle, a trap. Millions of people are stuck in it right now, exhausted, foggy, running on caffeine and willpower, not realizing the problem started the night before. Here's what years of poor sleep from chronic overthinking actually leads to: increased anxiety, depression, memory problems, weakened immune system, higher risk of heart disease. And the worst part, the more tired you are, the less control you have over your thoughts. So you overthink because you can't sleep, and you can't sleep because you overthink. This is where it changes. I'm going to give you 5 things that actually work. Not generic advice, not just relax, real science-backed shifts that overthinkers specifically need. Number 1, schedule your worry. Your brain keeps looping thoughts at night because it's afraid you'll forget them. It thinks it's helping you. So every evening, set a 10-minute worry window. Sit down, write out everything that's bothering you, every fear, every unresolved thought. Get it out of your head and onto paper. When your brain tries to replay it at midnight, you can tell yourself, I already handled that. It's written down. You're giving your brain permission to let go. Research from Baylor University found that people who wrote down their worries before bed fell asleep significantly faster. Your brain stops looping when it trusts the thought is captured. Number 2, change what bedtime means. Most overthinkers treat bed as a place where they go to think, and your brain has learned that association. Use your bed only for sleep. No scrolling, no problem solving, no staring at the ceiling reviewing your life choices. If your mind starts racing, get up, sit somewhere else, let the thought pass, then return to bed. This is called stimulus control therapy, one of the most effective tools for chronic insomnia. You're retraining your brain to associate the bed with sleep, not spiraling. Number 3, the brain dump before bed. Most overthinkers try to sleep while there are still open loops in their mind, unanswered texts, unfinished tasks, decisions they haven't made yet. Your brain hates open loops. It will ping them all night like browser tabs that won't close. 5 minutes before bed, write down everything still open. Not to solve it, just to acknowledge it. I need to respond to that email. I haven't decided about the trip. I'm worried about the presentation. Just listing them tells your subconscious, acknowledged, we'll handle it tomorrow. Tabs closed, browser quiet. Number 4, interrupt the spiral with your senses. Overthinking lives in abstraction, in language, imagined futures, mental movies. The fastest way to break a spiral is to pull yourself back into your body. Name 5 things you can feel right now: the weight of the blanket, the temperature of the air, the sensation of your breath. This is grounding. It works because the thinking mind and the sensing mind cannot fully operate at the same time. The moment you anchor into physical sensation, the spiral loses its grip. Try it tonight. It sounds simple. It works profoundly. Number 5, stop trying to stop thinking. This is the big one. Overthinkers make one fatal mistake. They fight their thoughts. They lie in bed going, stop thinking, why won't you stop? And what happens? More thinking. Here's the shift. Don't try to stop your thoughts. Observe them. Imagine you're sitting by a river. Thoughts are boats floating past. You don't jump on every boat. You don't fight the current. You just watch. There goes the worry about work. There goes the old memory. There goes the what if. You are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. The moment you stop wrestling with your mind, it quiets faster than you ever expected. But if it's this simple, why doesn't everyone just do this? Because knowing isn't the same as doing. And overthinking loves to convince you the solution needs to be more complicated than it is. Your brain will say, that's too simple. That won't work for me. My situation is different. That voice? That's the overthinking talking. Overthinking at night isn't a character flaw. It's not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that you have an active, intelligent mind that never learned how to power down. And the good news? That can be taught.